Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm taking a look at 3 products to help you dunk your cookies. Not sure if that really sounds right or not, but that's what they do, and I'm going to find out if they really work in today's video. All right, so I'm not really sure how this video came to be. I think someone suggested one of these products, and during my research, I found there's other products out there like this. So I figured I would do a comparison of these 3 cookie dunkers to see if they work and if they're actually necessary. So in no particular order, let's get right to it. The first contender, which is the Dunking Buddy. This is the packaging for the Dunking Buddy. Not much to it. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, the Dunking Buddy is really just 3 things. It's a relatively cheap child-looking cup, a cookie tray, which doesn't look very wide, and a magnet. The idea is that the tray goes inside your glass, the magnet goes on the outside, and you can do a nice safe dunk without getting your hands dirty, and it also collects your cookie if for some reason it breaks up. There's actually window washing devices out there that have the same principle for fish tanks, and actually one I'm working on in a future video for your car windshield. But today we're worried about cookies, not windshields. So really that's all it is for the Dunking Buddy. I paid $9.95 plus $4.95 shipping direct from the website. It's also available on Amazon for $14.95, so basically the same cost. I believe you can also buy just the tray and the magnet for about $7 on the official website, but I'm not sure what the shipping would be for that. Next up, it's the Keebler Cookie Dunker Straw. This is all there is to it. I got 2 pack of these, so 4 straws total. The first step, as they say, is to dunk it, and you can adjust Ernie to fit multiple glass sizes. Maybe it's just me, but I never realized his name was Ernie. I just thought he was the Keebler guy, but anyways. Step 2 is sip it, and step 3 is enjoy it. You can also rest Ernie on the side of your glass there, and it's adjustable. Not really much to it. Even for 4 of them, $10 seems like a bit much. This looks like something you'd find at the dollar store. I didn't. I paid $10 for 4 of these. The Amazon listing refers to it as a no-mess cookie dunk. Straw and dunker all in one. I like how right here it says, hold your favorite Keebler cookie for easy hands-free dunking. So what, you can't use a non-Keebler cookie in there? Come on, guys. I was looking at the Amazon comments on here, and the Amazon comments are a little bit underwhelming. People were complaining that the price wasn't that great, and some people were saying that it doesn't hold the cookies very well, so we'll have to take a look at that. Next up from Frankfurt, it's the Oreo Ultimate Dunking Set. I have not unboxed this one yet, which I'm going to do right now. Contents are 6 Oreo cookies, a mug, cookie cage, cookie tong, and napkin. They give you 1 napkin. Let's see what's in here. I mean, the packaging is nice. I give them that for it. And here's what's inside. Oh, they do give you some Oreos. Okay, you've got some Oreos. That's good. You got a tong here. They literally give you 1 napkin. Are you supposed to save that, or? That's what we got. It looks like you put your Oreos in there, you put your milk in there. I have to wash this out. And then they give you these tongs here. So really it seems like the only thing that's dunking related is the tongs, which this probably didn't cost them more than about 20 cents, if that. But it's a nice looking mug, and I kind of like the holder there, so that's kind of cool. All right, so that's it. Let's get right to it. I've got 4 different kinds of cookies. Let's see how the dunking goes. So the idea behind the Dunking Buddy is once it has milk in there, you just place that inside, and then you can... I do think that kids would like that just because it's kind of fun. I mean, kids always like magnetic toys. Let's put some milk in here and see what happens. Oh, that's kind of fun. It actually changed the color of the cup blue. I read about that in the comments, but I didn't see it in the instructions unless I missed it. I'm gonna try some cookies here. One thing, this is kind of small. It'll certainly work with an Oreo. What about bigger cookies? We'll have to see about that. Here we go. I actually do like that. I do think they should have got rid of this lip here because you can't go all the way to the top with it. All right, so let me insert an Oreo. Oreo is inserted. Oh, and it came out of there. It actually came out. I guess you're not supposed to dunk it all the way under. Whoa. So I guess you're supposed to just partially dunk it. You can't go for a full dunk. You have to go for a partial dunk. In that case, couldn't you just use your fingers anyways? I guess this is for collecting it if it breaks apart, but Oreos don't usually break apart in the glass. Nice dunked cookie. Let's go a little bigger with the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie. I've seen much bigger cookies. This is not an overly large cookie. And it does fit in there. It kind of comes off to the side a little bit, but it is dunking. I'll give them credit for the dunk. Pretty good. Since one of the products I'm doing is a Keebler, let's try a Keebler cookie in the Dunking Buddy. So far, the Dunking Buddy's doing pretty well. I guess if I put it at a slight angle, I have to turn it just a little bit from corner to corner, but it does fit. Are these even really good to dunk? I've never really dunked these type of cookies before. And finally, these are homemade orange gumdrop cookies. My grandma's recipe, we make these around the holidays. I still got some left over. It is fitting. It seems smaller, but I've been able to fit all the cookies in there. And this is a much taller cookie. Let's see how far I can go down. Oh, it starts to come out though. I got about 90% of it in the dunk. I've never dunked this one before. Obviously it works on the Dunking Buddy cup. How about other cups? Works on that one. Glass? Ooh, kind of scraping, but it works. How about a thick coffee mug? Oh no. It kind of almost works, but it's a little bit too thick. I'm not really sure what the standard is for cookie dunkers. I've never really tested them out before, but that seemed like it was a pretty strong start. Let's try the Keebler dunker straw now. This is a very different principle. This is just for holding a cookie and for drinking the milk out of there. Before I add milk, let me try it in a few different glasses. I mean, I guess it does fit in this glass if I tilt it that way, but it's having a hard time at the bottom. And you can rest Ernie on the side of the glass here by adjusting him. I guess you could do it like that. Do you really need something to rest it on the side of the glass? I'm not really sure about that. A big coffee mug seems to fit okay in there. A small cup. I'm not sure the usefulness of having this rest on the side when you can just lean it against the side anyways. I'm not sure I really see the point of that. Since they insist on using a Keebler cookie, I will start with a Keebler cookie. You're supposed to just stick it like that, and then you can dunk it. The thing I like about this one is you can dunk it all the way underwater. With the Dunking Buddy, it was kind of floating out of there. This one seems to hold it into place. The more aggressive dunkers might like the straw because it holds it in place. You can dunk much more aggressively. I usually don't drink plain milk. Now I remember why. That's beside the point. Let's see how well dunked this is. Let's try a thicker cookie now. Let's try the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie. That might be a little bit more challenging. Maybe they told you Keebler because the Keebler is so much skinnier. But not everybody wants a skinny cookie. Let me try this chocolate chip. It actually takes some force to get that open. I almost destroyed the cookie just putting it in the dunker. Once you get in there, a very impressive dunking technique can be used. You don't have to chintz out your dunking here, but you are going to get your hands still wet because look at this. I have to use 2 hands to get it out of there. Pretty good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oreo time. See, once you have your cookie in there, it's kind of hard to get Ernie into place. Okay, I guess you can do it like that. But is that even really necessary? Come on. You can just rest it in there. I guess if you only want it partially submerged. I'm not sure about the resting feature, but here we go. All right. Oh, it's getting soggy already. Oh, I'm getting all my, look at this. That's not good. It holds it almost too tight. Oh, great. Oh, it's not good. It went from very impressive to a complete disaster almost immediately. You're going to have your kids show some restraint if they want to use that, or they're going to be messier than if they had just used their fingers. All right, interesting. I'm a little bit on the fence about the Keebler, but let's move on to the last one. All right, this has been washed. I'll load up with their cookies. See how many it holds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is obviously just for Oreos. You're not going to be able to use any other kind of cookie unless it's as small as an Oreo. So I guess the idea here is to use these tongs to do your dunking for you. And I have to apply kind of a decent amount of pressure on this to hold it into place. Can you go all the way under? Yes, you can. It's really an Oreo mug display plus a very cheap pair of tongs. Some people say you can just use a fork and go right into the filling there. Just like that. I've never actually done this technique. I've seen it online, but let's see if it actually stays on the fork. Yeah, it does stay on the fork. How about with more extreme dunking? Let's see. It honestly takes less effort with the fork than it does with these tongs. They should have just given you a fork. And really, there's things around the house you can use a dunk with besides just the fork for the Oreos. So you have a non-Oreo cookie, you could use, I have like this little pair of tongs. That would work. I even have these. This would work too, just as easy. Part of the appeal of the Dunking Buddy is it actually saves the cookie from falling down in your cup if it falls apart. Well, I've got a gadget for that too. It's called a slotted spoon. If your cookie crumbles in there, all you have to do is fish it out like this. In fact, let's simulate that right now. All right, say I'm dunking. Oops, cookie fell in there. Oh no, the fishing around is breaking apart. Slotted spoon, we'll get that out of there pretty easily. In fact, it becomes almost like cereal at that point. I actually know people that eat cookies and milk like this. All right, so a nice short video today, but let's wrap this thing up. I'm gonna try to rank these from 3 to 1. Number 3, I'm gonna go with the Keebler. I think that it holds the cookie too tight, to the point where it becomes a big mess trying to get it out of there if you got it all soggy. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Oreo Dunking Kit. I really think that the only feature of that makes it a dunking kit, the cheap pair of tongs they include in there, and you can use other things. You don't need that. That leaves me with my top pick of these 3 would be the Dunking Buddy, which is kind of cool. The magnetism works. I think that it does do a decent job, but overall, I don't think anybody needs a kit for dunking the cookies. Your fingers are gonna work well. If it breaks apart, you can use a slotted spoon to get the stuff out of there. But I had a lot of requests for these. It was fun to try them out. If you've been considering these, hopefully this helps you with your purchase decision. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.